You think your cat loves you, right? Then why does it stare like it's plotting your downfall every time you walk by? If your cuddly companion is suddenly swatting, hissing, or avoiding you like the plague, it might not be a bad mood. You might just be annoying. In this video, we'll uncover 15 things you do that your cat secretly can't stand. Get ready, cat parents. It's time for a reality check. Cats might enjoy a good scratch, but only in the right places. While many humans assume a belly rub is a sign of affection, to most cats, it's a major violation of trust. The stomach is a vulnerable area, and unless a cat truly feels safe, they'll likely respond with a swift bite or scratch. Experts recommend focusing on safer zones like under the chin, behind the ears, or along the cheeks and back. These areas are rich in scent glands, which makes the interaction feel more familiar and comforting to the cat. Pushing past their boundaries or ignoring their warning signs, like a flicking tail or flattening ears, can make them resent your touch. So, respecting a cat's personal space is essential. Cats may be soft and cuddly, but that doesn't mean they enjoy being scooped up like stuffed animals. In fact, many cats see being picked up as a loss of control. Unlike dogs, who often seek physical closeness, cats prefer affection on their terms. When lifted off the ground, they can feel unsafe, especially if their feet are dangling or their body isn't fully supported. This activates their instinct to resist, claw, or wiggle free, not because they don't love their humans, but because they feel vulnerable. Some cats tolerate being picked up, but few truly enjoy it. Repeatedly forcing this kind of interaction can lead to mistrust, withdrawal, or even aggression over time. Instead, let the cat come to you. That's a far more welcome gesture than lifting them. Quick question, has your cat ever clawed or wriggled free when you picked them up? Let us know in the comments. We read every one of them. Some cats enjoy being petted, but only up to a point. What seems like affection to us can quickly become overwhelming for them. This condition, often called petting-induced aggression, and it's more common than most cat owners realize. A cat might begin purring during petting, only to suddenly swat, nip, or bolt away. That behavior change is a clear sign of overstimulation. Petting feels good, but repetitive stroking, especially along the back or near the base of the tail, can build up tension in their nervous system. It's important to pay attention to subtle signals like a twitching tail, rippling back fur, or ears shifting sideways. These are signs that your cat is reaching their limit. Ignoring these signals can lead to a scratch, or even worse, a fractured bond. Always let your cat set the pace when it comes to affection. Cats are wired for survival, and that means being alert to any sudden change in their environment. Loud noises and quick movements can trigger a fear response almost instantly. A slammed door, dropped pan, or even a loud laugh might not seem like a big deal to humans, but to a cat, it can feel like danger is coming. Their hearing is far more sensitive than ours, so even small sounds are amplified in their world. The sudden movements, like waving arms or fast footsteps, can also startle them, making them retreat, hide, or even hiss. These reactions are their instinct. Cats prefer calm, controlled environments where they feel in charge. Creating a peaceful space and moving gently around them helps build trust and makes them feel safe. Cats are always communicating, not just in the ways a human expects. Their tails, ears, whiskers, even the way they blink are all part of a language they expect us to notice. A flicking tail often means irritation, while flattened ears signal fear or stress. Slow blinking usually means they trust you, but a sudden wide-eyed stare can be a red flag. By the way, if your cat slow blinks at you, congrats! That's a feline I love you. Want more insights like this? Hit that subscribe button and join the Cat Whisperer Club. When people ignore these cues, cats feel misunderstood, and that can lead to distance or even aggression. Pushing for affection when a cat's ears are back or its body is stiff is like walking into an argument without listening first. Cats don't scream their discomfort, they show it. And when we don't respond, they may start avoiding us altogether. Understanding and respecting their body language is key to building trust and preventing those cold, silent stares from across the room. While those tiny cat-sized costumes might look adorable on Instagram, most cats find the whole experience stressful and humiliating. Unlike dogs, cats aren't wired to enjoy being dressed up. Their fur already regulates temperature, and adding clothes can make them feel overheated or trapped. Cats rely heavily on their sense of touch and balance, and putting on a tight or unfamiliar fabric interferes with both. It's not just about comfort, it's also about dignity. Cats are creatures of pride and control, and putting them in a tutu or shark costume strips that away. Even accessories like hats or booties can cause discomfort or panic. To us, it seems harmless, but forcing a cat to wear clothes can lead to anxiety, aggressive behavior, or even physical injury if they try to claw their way out. Trust me, cute photos aren't worth their distress. In the world of cats, direct eye contact is a challenge. When you lock eyes with your cat, you might mean affection or curiosity, but to a cat, it can feel like a threat. In feline behavior, prolonged staring is often a sign of dominance or aggression. This is especially true if the cat doesn't trust the person yet or isn't in the mood for interaction. You may have noticed that a cat will often avoid eye contact with strangers, but will watch from the side or blink slowly. That's their version of a peace sign. Instead of locking eyes, try the slow blink. When a cat returns the gesture, it shows trust. This simple rule can help you build a better bond and avoid making your cat feel uncomfortable or defensive. Cats are naturally clean animals, and their litter box is a big part of their territory. If it's dirty or smells bad, they feel stressed and may even avoid using it altogether. This is their innate behavior. In the wild, cats bury their waste to avoid attracting predators, so a dirty litter box goes against their survival instincts. Experts recommend scooping the litter out at least once a day and fully replacing it every week. Even the type of litter matters. Some cats dislike scented or textured brands, and if there are multiple cats in the home, there should always be one box per cat plus one extra. When a cat suddenly starts going outside the box, it's often a protest, not a problem. Ignoring litter hygiene isn't just annoying to your cat, it can actually damage the bond between you. Cats are territorial by nature, and personal space is everything to them. They carve out little zones in the house, window ledges, cardboard boxes, under beds, where they feel safe and in control. If you constantly intrude on those areas, especially without warning, it can trigger anxiety or a defensive behavior. Unlike dogs, cats don't always want to be touched, followed, or watched. They need to know they have a space that's theirs alone. Respecting that space helps build trust. It's also why forcing attention or hovering too close can backfire. Even eye contact can feel threatening if the cat's not in the mood. Giving your cat the freedom to come and go as they please and not cornering them makes them more likely to seek you out on their own. In short, respect their space, earn their affection. Stick around until the end, because number one is something almost every cat owner gets wrong, and it could be ruining your bond without you realizing it. Cats hate sudden changes in their environment, and it leaves them feeling anxious or even unsafe. Rearranging furniture for a cat is like waking up in a whole different house. Their world is mapped out by scent and memory, where they nap, where they hide, where they watch the world go by. Moving a couch or shifting their favorite perch can completely disrupt that mental map. They are extremely obsessed with their territory. When their usual spots vanish or are taken over by unfamiliar smells, it can lead to stress behaviors like hiding, over-grooming, or even refusing to eat. If you must move things around, try doing it slowly and give your cat time to adjust. Adding familiar blankets or toys can also help them feel more at ease in the newly arranged space. Play isn't just fun for cats, it's essential. In the wild, cats spend a huge part of their day hunting. Indoors, play becomes their way of releasing energy, staying mentally sharp, and bonding with their humans. Without it, a cat can become bored, anxious, or even aggressive. A lack of stimulation may lead to unwanted behaviors like scratching furniture or sudden nighttime zoomies. What many owners don't realize is that even older or lazier cats need some form of play. Not every cat will chase a laser pointer, but string toys, feather wands, or even simple hide-and-seek games can work wonders. If this daily need is ignored, the cat starts to associate its human with frustration instead of fun. That's why setting aside just 10 to 15 minutes a day can transform your cat's mood, and yours as well. While cats have a reputation for being independent, they're not as emotionally detached as people think. Many cats form deep bonds with their owners and thrive on daily interaction. If a cat is left alone for extended periods, especially without toys, stimulation, or routine, they can become stressed, anxious, or even depressed. Some show it by hiding more often, overeating, or becoming unusually vocal. Others may act out by scratching furniture or refusing to use the litter box. Cats are creatures of habit, and when their environment suddenly feels empty or unpredictable, it throws them off. It's important to remember that while they may not demand attention the way some dogs do, they still need companionship, stimulation, and consistency. If your schedule keeps you away often, consider puzzle feeders, cat-friendly windows, or even a second pet to help reduce the loneliness. For cats, their daily routine is more important than people. Sorry to break your bubble, Karen, but it's true. Whether it's feeding time, playtime, or that special hour they like to take a nap in the sun, these rituals help them feel secure and in control of their environment. Sudden changes, like feeding them late, skipping play, or rearranging their sleeping spots, can leave your cat feel stressed, anxious, or even resentful. According to animal behaviorists, disruptions in routine are one of the top causes of behavioral issues in domestic cats. You might notice them becoming withdrawn, vocal, or even skipping meals. This is why you must respect your cat's routine to build trust. A consistent schedule signals safety, and for a cat, that means everything. Cats are naturally territorial and cautious animals. Unlike dogs, most felines don't warm up to strangers or new pets right away. Forcing them into social situations, like dragging them out to meet your guests or plopping them in front of a new puppy, can trigger fear, aggression, or long-term anxiety. Honestly, this rule needs to apply to humans too, because we're not here to play host of the year every time someone shows up uninvited. In the wild, cats approach new beings on their own terms and only when they feel completely safe. At home, it's no different. When a cat is cornered or overwhelmed, it may hiss, hide, or even lash out, not out of spite, but out of a survival instinct. Experts recommend giving your cat a quiet space during social events and letting them initiate contact on their own. Socializing should never feel like a threat to your cat. Cats don't hold grudges, and with just a little respect and understanding, you can turn that cold shoulder into a warm purr. If you learned something new today or realized you've been annoying your cat for years, hit that like button and subscribe for more feline-approved content.